What's up? I'm Jeff Haynes from Tech Bargains, and this is the video review of the Dell XPS 8700 desktop. Now that Intel's Haswell has arrived, a flood of OEM manufactured systems using the upgraded processors has officially started. Now a lot of attention has been focused on the laptops, but there's still a lot of desktops using the upgraded processors. Dell's latest, the XPS 8700, definitely has a lot of horsepower under the hood, but does it actually live up to its potential? Let's find out. The Dell XPS 8700 that we reviewed was powered by a 4th generation Intel Core i7 4770 processor running at 3.4 GHz that could be boosted up to 3.9 GHz via turbo. It came with 8 GB of RAM and was supplemented by an AMD Radeon HD7570 graphics card with 1 GB of graphical memory. The system also came with a 1 TB hard drive spinning at 7200 RPM, a CD/DVD burner, wireless and Bluetooth 4.0 compatibility, a 19-in-1 memory card reader, and a ton of USB ports. In front, it packed 2 USB 2.0 and 2 USB 3.0 ports, while in the rear, it had 4 USB 3.0 ports and 2 USB 2.0 ports. Let's not beat around the bush. While Haswell's architecture is better suited for mobile platforms because of its power-saving adjustments, the 8700 is no slouch in the processing department. The system has the second fastest Haswell chip on the market, and it definitely packs a significant punch, flying through most of our tests without a problem. It also managed to produce respectable results when it came to gaming. Now if you need a rig that runs at 2560 by 1600, this isn't your machine, but the XPS 8700 can definitely hold its own at full HD depending on the game you play. AVP crawled when it was set on high, but it was playable if its settings were low. On the other hand, Lost Planet 2 flew when it was on low settings. Apart from the performance of the system, there were design elements that stood out about the XPS 8700. For one thing, the tower was very lightweight compared to other desktops in its class. You're more than likely not going to move it around a lot once you've got it set up, but it's definitely a lot easier to pick up than other systems of its size. It's also a nice looking machine with its glossy front panel, its silver accents, and its curved edges. It's a slick looking device that doesn't look gaudy or pretentious. It also packs a lot of USB ports. Ideally, all of them would be super speed ports, but providing half a dozen is still a nice bonus, with the extra 4 that are the older 2.0 variety. Finally, for the price of the system, you really do get a solid bang for your buck. The system as it's currently configured runs about $800, and since there are no proprietary parts inside, you can easily swap components without a problem. In particular, it comes with a discrete graphics card, which isn't always the case for a system that's this inexpensive. Now we did find some issues with the machine which stood out as blatantly obvious given the pedigree of the system. For one thing, we didn't mind the inclusion of the terabyte hard drive, especially since it spun at 7200 RPM, but the 8700 didn't even come with the solid-state drive configuration option. Considering that the letters for the machine stands for Extreme Performance System, it seems misleading that the tower doesn't natively come with this feature. In fact, if you're looking to significantly boost your components, like 16 GB of RAM, a Blu-ray drive, or a solid-state drive, you have to select the Special Edition version, which doubles the price. The other issue that we found was related to the peripherals, which were only decent. Given the price that the system comes in at, we're not really that surprised at the decision to include basic peripherals, but again, we'd expect better ones during system configuration, at least something that befits the system's lineage. The Dell XPS 8700 is a great balance of price and performance, with its inclusion of the second fastest currently available processor, a discrete graphics card, and its RAM. It can handle productivity tasks as well as some games, although you should be aware that you'll have to drop the settings for certain titles just to help it play. Now we've come to expect that from this kind of machine. However, our largest gripe happens to be the lack of configuration options on Dell's website, meaning that unless you're willing to spend extra money to upgrade to the Special Edition, you'll have to deal with weaker parts and the need to upgrade the system at a later time on your own. Now this isn't exactly a headache for some users, but for some consumers, especially the non-tech savvy, this is definitely something that they don't want to contend with. For these reasons, we decided to give the Dell XPS 8700 a 4 out of 5. For the latest coupons and deals on systems like the Dell XPS 8700, be sure to check out techbargains.com/Dell. To enter our monthly giveaway, make sure you always check out techbargains.com/YouTube, and to watch our video unboxings, video reviews, and exclusive video features, be sure to go to techbargains.com/videos.